All right. Welcome to the first ever Dunia podcast episode. We're here joined by Yo and Jake. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Yeah, of course. We really had a good time. We had an event on January 11th, Saturday, over there at Ulu Cliffhouse.
First one of the year.
First one of 2025, and we really enjoyed it. So to start this off, I'd love for you guys to just introduce yourselves.
I'll start. Well, I'm Job. I play on the name Job de Jong, which is also my own name. I play house music in the wide spectrum, I think. I'm from the Netherlands, Leiden. It's a city close to Amsterdam. Yeah, that's me in a quick introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm Jake, and I play music under the name Jamback. I think I play a DJ for maybe 5-6 years. And I started as a guitarist always, so I played guitar since I was 8. And now since 1 year, I do full-time music. So,
1 year.
It's been 1 year.
yeah, well, 1.5 maybe. Yeah.
So you started producing at like 1.5 years ago?
No. I mean, like, I quit my job, my daytime job.
Yeah.
What were you doing before?
I was a consultant, like
Consultant?
like recruitment.
Oh, yeah.
Like the BCG, those kind of consultants?
No, so like a headhunter. So you just find people for a company. So a company has like a vacancy. Oh yeah, the mic.
Yeah.
We only have 4 mics, so we have to.
I'm not gonna talk too much about that job. It was a bit boring. It's nice, but a bit boring.
What about you, Yo? How long did it take until you decided, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do?
I think it grew like naturally. I studied before, and that turned out in doing this full time. So I never really had a job before. Like when I was younger, I had some side jobs, but then I studied and I got like a lot of gigs like pretty quick because I started DJing at an event where I played disco. Actually, first I played disco, and they gave me like 3 gigs a week. So I gained my hours and
Yeah.
so I could basically really quick I could live from it. So combined with my studies, they also gave me money. So my a burst, how do you say it?
like a loan. So when you're studying in the Netherlands, you can get a loan.
Loan from the government?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that combined.
What did you study?
It's called Herman Brood Academy. It's an artist school and music school. So I did that for 3 years and I finished it a year ago. So I think full time I do this now 2 years maybe. Something like that.
How did you come up with your DJ name? Jake, Jamback?
No. So actually, in Holland, there's a word. It's Jamback, and you write it a bit different. And it's actually a bit of a rude thing to say to someone.
Really?
Yeah, it's like Gila. But it can, like, people give me a lot of meanings to it, but I leave that in the middle now. But yeah, it was just a word that we used as in my group of friends a lot.
Jamback. They were calling you that?
Yeah. We were calling each other like that.
Okay.
And then actually in the bar we were having a drink, and I just started like this. I just decided to start as this artist thing. I made some music and like I need a name, you know. And then my best mate Misha, he said, let's make not Jamback but then Jamback in English. Yeah. And in the beginning I was like, oh, that sounds actually
Really cool.
pretty cool.
Very catchy.
And I jam all the time, you know, and on the guitar, and I think that's also my approach to make music, to always just jam along, you know. If it's with the guitar or with a synthesizer or whatever, just finding samples is always jamming along. And then this happened. I googled it, Jamback, and then a song by Jimi Hendrix came up. And it's Jamback at the house.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Done.
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
But actually, to be honest, like a few people who are still making fun of me, like Jamback, call me Jamback. And especially when I got like a gig outside of the Netherlands, it got pretty like serious. People were like, hey, you can still change your name now, you know. But I stick with it and I like it. No? Yeah. Especially how they pronounce it in the UK, like Jamback. You're now listening to Jamback.
What about you? Do you also have a musical background?
No, not at all. I cannot like read one note.
Oh, really?
No.
So
I taught myself, yeah.
So you started making music after you become a DJ? Or were you also making music?
Yeah, I
or
started
jamming?
playing at first, and then I realized, okay, when I want to continue this, then
I have to
make my own music. So it was
But yours
quite
was
a journey.
different. You were like making music.
Yeah, my grandfather he was a flamenco guitar player.
Nice.
Oh, flamenco, really?
Yeah, and my dad was in a band. He played guitar a little bit. Not good. He never wanted to get lessons from my grandfather. You know how it is, like a father-son thing. I wouldn't get lessons from my dad either. I think. But I got lessons from my grandfather. Your grandfather, you have a bit more respect or something. I don't know why, but
You have that.
yeah. So I started at 8, and I played in a lot of bands, and I started this electronic music adventure like when I was 21, so 7 years ago.
Nice.
7 years ago, I think. Yeah.
How do you guys define your songs? Like,
That's a hard question, I think, sometimes. But yeah,
I would say mostly house, 90s orientated, with some left and rights to UK, sometimes with more minimal, but it's purely house. That's what I like and play the most.
And we felt that on Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday was
I like real house.
real banging house over there. It was like one of the best nights we've had in a
I
long
told
time.
you guys before it was like constant boogie for 6. How many hours you guys played? 5,
Four,
right?
five,
4 or
yeah.
5
4,
hours,
yeah,
right?
4, yeah.
Yeah,
4
started
hours.
10.
Yeah.
Goes up
till
until
2.
2 a.m.
And then the after party at the Ocean Deck.
Yeah, after party ocean deck was sick. Man, there was one point we looked at each other and we were like partying so hard we were like, oh yeah, like we were just like, oh my god, like, we were like, oh my god, like.
What did you say when you announced it?
Oh, so the way that I announced it, I think you guys missed it because you guys were downstairs.
Oh.
So
they already
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
remember,
You told me
I
what
picked
you.
up mic.
With the mic, yeah.
I was like, okay, I have one good and one bad news. And then I'll tell you the bad news first. And they were just like waiting, and I said, party is over. They were like, oh. But the good news is party is downstairs. And people start like, yeah. And then they just like start going downstairs, and then, but I have to like announce it like 10,000 times, not kidding you.
Yeah, the mic wasn't working.
That's how I lost my voice. I was
like, 1, 2,
screaming.
1,
I was
2.
screaming after party. That's it. I totally lost my voice from that night.
And then I think we got like all these people to downstairs.
Yeah,
even
almost
the
everyone.
one-
Everyone went.
And then,
Okay.
because I went downstairs last, and I saw like people still fucking partying. I was like, hey, how did that happen? That was so quick. So it was a good transition. It was like,
It was a really nice party.
Yeah, I really
Really
enjoyed
good
it.
night. Really good night. One of our best ones.
First time in Bali, right? And
time.
playing. Playing.
Playing
yeah.
as a DJ. No. I only played the guitar in the local restaurant in Lovina.
Yeah, there's a video of that actually online. It's really sick. It's really sick.
I really like to do that.
Quite the experience, like the other side of the world, have a gig.
Man,
We were like in the taxi from the airport to here, and like the first thing we saw was like the big billboard.
yeah, that was such a crazy feeling.
Yeah, what was that like?
Yeah, that was really crazy, man. And you made a perfect video. He's really good at making videos sometimes. So we made a perfect video of us crossing the billboard, and we put it online, and we got so many responses
Yeah,
from
it was really
from
cool.
back home, and the friends and family are like,
Proud
"Whoa,"
friends and
and-
family,
yeah, it's
really
really
it's not
nice.
really common in Europe, right? Those billboards and stuff.
Only
no.
with ADE, I think, on the.
Yeah, but
that?
it's not really allowed.
Really?
This is more a vibe, man, here on the street. Like you can just see signs and artworks everywhere, but it still looks cool, you know. But
It fits the.
in
the
Holland,
whole,
you're not,
yeah.
if you put a poster on the wall in Holland, they will
They'll
rip
fine
you
you,
off
yeah.
or they fine you. Yeah. But you have like special places where you are allowed, but you have to pay for it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, venues pay a lot for that, right? It's just
A lot. Yeah, even here, like
expensive?
It's like
not cheap,
1,000
definitely.
euros per. Depends on how big the banner is.
And the location
And
too.
the location.
wait, 1,000 euros per event?
Per month. Per month. Per one
whole
spot.
month.
Yeah, you rent it. Yeah.
Let's just stop doing this. Let's just start this business.
But it works though.
Billboard business.
Like, let's find some connections.
Advertisement, man. Yeah.
Let's do this.
But did you see it from afar? Because
Yeah, how'd you get it so quick?
yeah, how did you
Like,
get your phone outside?
He was trying. He was ready.
Oh yeah, we said, wait a little bit.
The driver slowed down.
And he was also like, are these guys really?
He's like, the driver was like, wait a minute.
That's you guys.
Yeah, we got ripped off.
Yeah, we got really ripped out.
We paid 1.3 million for
For the
time.
first
Yeah.
time.
And
We
it
didn't
shows-
know. I was like, it's 6 euros. Okay, sounds fair.
Yeah. And I was so stupid because I knew, but I was, I don't know.
You're just like, I just want to get there.
Yeah.
Did they tell you the price before? Or you...
No, he's like, oh, yeah, you can come with me. I'm use the Grab app.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
and I have Grab, so I was like, but then in the end we didn't use it, and he was so nice, and he was like, yeah, it's 1.3 million on like
He had like a list
like
of prices everywhere.
Fake prices.
Yeah, but he waited for us at the SIM card counter for 1 hour, so.
No, he will wait 2 days for that.
Then he had a really nice day, I think. Then we gave him a nice day. It's all good, man. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you guys made it here, all safe, all good.
Yeah, we were a little worried about you were gonna like miss the set or the
Oh
time,
yeah,
so
yeah. I was stressed. I'm actually. This is something I need to work on because it stresses me out all the time. Like,
was stressed too.
Tight schedules.
I think, oh no, is he coming back?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
for the view, so I played in Thailand the day. No, I came in Bali, then I had to go to Thailand for two nights for another show, and I had like, what I had 2 hours in between, like so. So I
You had
landed,
like 5 p.m., 6 p.m.
But I think
got
I
it.
arrived here at 7 or something now. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, seven.
7:30, and you
So that's 2 hours before the show. That's plenty. That's plenty. Heaps of time.
Yeah.
But still, like if something went wrong, and actually, man, in Kuala Lumpur, you had to go from Terminal 2 to Terminal 1. And they told me, yeah, it's an hour drive to the other terminal. And I was, no. And then I almost got ripped off again by a taxi driver. But then I saw a sign, a free shuttle bus to Terminal 1.
You should have that.
It's free.
And,
It's free. I said, he wanted to get 50
Why you want
euros.
to charge 50
I said, it's free.
euros?
Oh, don't go by the shuttle bus, he said. To try the shuttle bus. So I was in the shuttle bus. You know what happened?
Yeah.
The doors didn't close. They were broke.
So you're on the bus with the
Yeah, and I
doors
was in
open.
the shuttle bus and I was like looking at my flight and I'm like, okay, I've got 1 hour to board. Yeah, come on, come on. And but yeah, in the end, it was all good, man. And,
It all worked out, yeah.
but this is something I always I can stress about a lot. Yeah.
The anxiety.
Yeah.
But when was the last time you were here in Bali? Because you've been here
Yeah, but it was like when I was 18.
when
Like,
you were 18. But you've been here quite some time.
Yeah. My last time was the year COVID happened. So I was here when COVID
Oh, really?
struck. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Really? Here?
Yeah, but then I went home as well. Yeah, so that was my last time. This is still, it's like 5 years ago.
yeah, I can't believe that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So quick.
Dark times.
5 years ago, man.
Feels like 2 years
place
And
is
that
also
was
great,
actually
yeah.
also for me.
When it ended was 2 years ago, I think. When
I
it's-
remember it was actually an important moment for me because I was in La Brisa with my friend looking on Instagram and I made I was like finally getting the touch of like producing and then I saw on Instagram that Toman that he played my track at we call Thuishaven.
Sensimilia.
Sensimilia.
Yeah.
And I remember, and I was like, "What?" You know, like that was the first time ever, like a big DJ. Yeah, I was here, like watching the video.
Ella Brisa.
And then I said to my friends, like, "Oh, this happened in Holland. It's so good." They played my track, and I had the feeling, okay, this year is gonna be gig, you know, good. And Stassi played it, and then COVID came.
COVID came.
But yeah, obviously it always takes a bit more time to get. But it was for me was motivation, but also like a bit of how do you say it? Een bevestiging. Confirmation that I
can do
actually
this. That you can do this.
can make a track that goes well on the dance floor, you know?
Was it an unreleased track or?
Yeah, it was unreleased.
Unreleased, so you sent it to them?
Yeah, I
did they
think
find it?
I think I sent it to another.
To another?
Yeah, and they played it one time, and they were really close back then. They were not too big as well, not like this, and they just shared it with each other.
Yeah. With their crew and all this. Damn, bro.
It's not actually allowed to do that, and now I won't like if you send it to one guy, like just to keep it for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
But then I was really happy that they share it with each other.
Did you have a similar moment when you were like, damn, like people are playing my music?
Man,
Yeah. Like right now, you're getting it right now with
Yeah.
the latest track. But like, when was the first time it was like?
I think it was the Format Factory. You remember that one? It was a Bandcamp EP I had.
Yeah.
And it was, which festival was that?
Dun,
Where
dun,
did you play?
dun, 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 dun. That's right. Yeah.
Where was it? It was a big festival in the Netherlands, and I was there with friends, and Sassy plays, and we know each other, and we have similar friends. And I was there like, and we just enjoyed the day and our drinks, and
Yeah.
a little fucked up. And I heard the bass line, like you recognize it like instantly when someone mixes your track. And like the first I heard, it, I was like,
Wait a minute. What was the
it was
track?
the first time that like a track of me got played on a big stage by a big. Yeah, that's the biggest motivation when you get received that video.
And you just feel proud of yourself, you know. Like I did something, I
you
worked
work
like 1 week for that, or 2 weeks, or whatever.
You
That's
put
getting
like
played.
years in to get it to that
Point, right? Nowadays, how long does it take for you guys to make music? Do you guys take your time, or are you guys quick?
I do take my time.
You take your time.
Sometimes a day, sometimes a week, sometimes 3 hours.
Yeah.
It
track,
depends
yeah.
also what you how you look at it.
Zero.
Like making music or like mixing the music. Like I try to separate those things as well now. So have a main idea, like a core element that really works without. If you have like a thing or a vocal, it can be anything, like a hook. Then I can, if you have that from the beginning, then I can make a track really quick.
Yeah.
I think everyone has that, yeah.
We have that feeling. It's
you have
like I
those
know
elements,
exactly what this
and
is.
then and then you know it, and then you know exactly what to do.
Puzzle.
and then
It all comes together.
Yeah, but yeah,
the best
also
feeling in the
sometimes you make like shit. But yeah, everyone.
I find that like the A sides are my quickest tracks,
Yeah.
and B sides, like more rolling stuff, I can like work for days on. Like
Yeah, it's something
Small
like
details.
introspective that you just want to get like.
without a big hook.
Yeah.
I
It's
can
like,
get really lost in that track.
and you can feel it when you hear those tracks. It's like, damn, like I'm really in like a space right now.
I'm really happy that because I never got used to like producing without a mouse or on headphones. But now, since I think this year, like or a year ago, I'm really used to like working with the trackpad. And I found like my headphones I really enjoy, and they're really cheap ones. The Sony ones, I DJ with them.
Also, the Sony, the blue, the flat ones,
and
right?
yes,
Yeah.
I mix on them as well. Like
It's really flat response, right?
And it's over here.
there's,
Yeah. So it doesn't hurt too much on this.
oh, there's ants biting. Ants are biting me, man. Oh,
Is that about to do?
that was not.
It's all good.
Yeah.
There it is.
I felt like
Yeah,
something was stinging me, so. But it's gone. They're gone.
Or a lot of them.
Oh yeah, it's on here. Yeah. It's also a nice party, yeah. And
Oh man.
Okay, where were you?
Sick. We were at producing, right?
oh yeah. So that's. I think it's really nice now that I can make music on the go. So. I prefer like getting that hook in the studio, or actually it doesn't really matter where I get that. But when you know what to do, when you really like it, so then you get really excited and you get this feeling like, oh, this is sick, you know, and that's the best feeling ever. I think that's why.
Yeah.
You know exactly what you have to do.
Yeah, and that's what I really love about making music. And then I remember like I've got this unreleased track now. It's doing pretty good. Stassy's playing it a lot.
Can you say the title or not yet?
Yeah, it's called Positive.
Positive.
Yeah, Positive. And I made the night before, I made just a little draft, and then the next day I woke up, and you wake up, and then you hear it again, and you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It takes me always.
And when you sleep, you're like, oh man, just sleep it off. In the morning, you're like, oh yeah, okay, it's still okay.
But I had to go to Liverpool, but I decided to bring my laptop. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And I worked on the train, at the airport, in the plane, and then back in the train. And when I got to the hotel, I was finished.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of my nicest tracks at the moment. So I'm really happy with that. So if you're just in the zone, I can do it anywhere.
Did you play it at our event?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but downstairs.
Downstairs, yeah.
How many?
Go for it, you.
How many like tracks that you made it played on Saturday? You guys.
How many percent?
Percent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like
think I
roughly
played 6 tracks of Moon, or 5.
8, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
8. Damn, sick.
That's sick.
How does that feel playing like?
Mine too.
I made like a cheeky edit of his track with a vocal. I just added a vocal and a hi-hat. That's it. It was. I really liked that track. He made it. I remember he sent the track to me. It was not last summer, but the summer before. And I had a show in Leeds, Mint Festival.
Yeah, I opened it with this.
Yeah, and I actually was my intro track for the whole summer almost in England. Yeah, really.
Did you play record breaking last?
Yeah.
Downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Upstairs, I think.
That was really good.
Upstairs or down?
Someone was the answers on you.
Oh, it's in your shirt now.
Yeah, fuck off. No.
It is.
No.
It's not going. But yeah, let it sting you.
Yeah.
They're not dangerous, right?
No. Just itchy.
You're joking with me, huh?
No, it was a small man. It was just a big one. I'm not joking.
Good.
Yeah, this distracted. It's funny though, funny for the video, huh?
Yeah, of course, man. These are what make the video.
No, but yeah, the track record breaking, everyone's asking about it. I can't actually hear it anymore, man.
Oh, you're tired of it.
Also, I made this it's actually an edit of an old house track, and I love that track. I actually Shazam. I never used Shazam, but I was on a party in Rotterdam, a vinyl party, and people played that, and I Shazammed it, and I was like, oh, this track is sick. I wanted to play it out. It's also on digitally available, and then I played it, and I didn't like it too much. I missed like a bass line and some energy, and then I just made a quick edit on the plane to Ibiza.
Oh.
So the plane works really well, actually. For me.
Yeah, for making music.
Dude, you just like on the plane for 4 or 5 hours. You don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
It's nice to focus.
Depends.
And this I really knew what I wanted, you know. So
I like to sleep on the plane.
And then-
yeah, same. Always.
but I think not a lot of
guy.
people know the original track.
Yeah, what's the tune?
It's called Driftwood by
Driftwood.
The Foot Club.
It from the back.
Foot Club.
The Foot Club Driftwood.
Club, yeah.
It's really nice, and like if you hear it, you're like, oh, it's actually almost the same. And I just changed, added a vocal, and I made a nice bass line underneath it. I think that bass line really makes
How
it now.
did you find the stems and stuff?
Oh, it's just the track, man. It's just the track, and then you
Mixing
edit,
it, mixing it, all this
you find like parts that are really nice to loop and stuff.
Sampling.
Yeah, it's actually coming out. So this may be a nice thing to say. It's coming out on the label that they released in 1992. The official the label still exists under a new name, but they own the rights of the track. And I got in contact with them. I had to re-sing the vocal because the vocal was like a Run DMC vocal, but I got it re-sung with a bit of different words, but still record-breaking.
Oh, she got someone else to sing the words.
From Holland, the MC.
Damn.
Really cool.
And
And then re-released on the same label as the original
yeah,
track.
it's like a original
circle.
re-release. Yeah.
Damn.
Come on.
Viral on SoundCloud, right?
Almost
Yeah,
in the place, right?
I got
Yeah.
like in the beginning I was like, oh, just put a snippet on SoundCloud, and then I actually put it underneath like at 1,000 likes, I will put it for free on Bandcamp. That was my idea, and then it got 15,000 likes, and, so I was like, oh.
You put it 15 times. You put it 15 verses.
I deleted that comment, and I think a few people were a bit mad or angry now, but yeah.
They really wanted it.
Yeah, but.
Damn.
But
So,
yes, I can't hear it anymore, but it's still nice to play out. It works really well. Yeah.
but you sample a lot too, like because you said you don't have a like a classical musical background, so a lot of your production sampling.
I do make a lot of my own, but I don't know, like, in theory, not.
Yeah. Of
I'm
course.
more like, if it sounds good, it's good.
It sounds good.
So
Yeah,
not
yeah.
any rules, like,
Exactly.
That works the same for me as well.
So, and I like always, the most fun part, what I always have when I find a cool sample and I replay it, I never sample things one-on-one. Then the part, okay, which key am I in, what bass line is cool, that's the most fun part.
Yeah. Damn.
Baseline part, yeah.
The baseline part.
So how do you guys normally like dig for samples if you're sampling a lot in your production?
Like old records, vinyl stores.
You re-record them and all this. Yeah, YouTube is the.
But I also have a lot of tracks where I don't use a sample at all.
Oh
I
yeah.
make everything my own.
Ah yeah. Of course.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah.
Depends on how I start. Like sometimes you find something, or sometimes you just start with your drums, and then the track also happens. You know.
Yeah, fuck, that's
Do you know samplet?
No, what's that?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't gatekeep any. Also, people are like, oh, this is such a cool tool, you know, but I'm gonna keep it for myself. No,
Yeah, any tips for
it's
any
like,
producers out there?
it's not too crazy. It's like a search machine for YouTube.
A randomizer.
So you can set like I want you to give me videos within this genre, like house or like hip house.
It's AI generated.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a AI tool. No, it's just a search machine for the YouTube. It's like a filter for YouTube. Yeah, so you can filter all the videos like within hip house, within a certain key, but that doesn't work too good.
Yeah.
The year.
The year. This the year that the video got uploaded. So in between, or the music got released. So I just
sample it.
I just
Sample it.
I do the same thing with Discogs. So I
Discogs, yeah.
Discogs, I put like 1999, like above 1999.
It's similar to
On
that.
disco,
Yeah.
and then only like acapellas,
Yeah.
and it gives you all the acapellas from that era, and then you get all the YouTube links, but you have to click one by one. So
And copy paste.
and again,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
this is really easy. You just click on randomize, and then it gives you a new video. And then if you click on the video, it opens on YouTube.
Nice.
So I found some nice vocals on there.
Yeah, you guys ever tried radio? You know that one?
No.
With the 5 O's. The 4 5 O's. You know this one?
You're right.
Is it?
Yeah, you know this one.
No.
It's like
Radio.
it shows a map, like a globe map, and then you can click on any country you want, and it takes you to the radio of it like years ago.
Oh, really?
Years ago. Yeah, and you can get
It's
crazy.
in 1984, California, for example.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You get to-
Even like 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
They have it, and then like
This is sick.
and the map changes based on the decade you click.
Timestamps.
Yeah, the timestamp. So like, let's say it's like the 60s, like countries' names would be different. It changes based on that. It's one of the coolest things I found.
Send me the
Yeah, radio.
com.
Org, come.
Yeah.
I think org.
About that gatekeeping thing, I think it's really toxic in the scene. Like, I think it's really like healthy to share what you know and then kind of like help people to improve what you like to become a different version of themselves. So
When it-
music
yeah.
can be, I mean, you can gatekeep, but also like that shouldn't be kind of like your mentality. I always say.
You guys have been doing like some educational videos for production too, right?
Yeah, I actually do every week in Rotterdam like a face-to-face class.
Really?
Yeah. So
No
I'm starting a new one. I'm starting a new one in February. I only do it on Tuesday nights in Rotterdam from 7 till 10. And I had like 7 students. I finished maybe 6 classes now in total, 5. But I enjoyed so much, man. It's
How
really
do you
nice.
feel after like when you see all those people that started making tracks? And
Sometimes it's really frustrating.
Yeah, these guys.
Because some people are not listening or...
It's crazy that
It's
they-
also me a bit. I can get a bit hectic sometimes. They told me as well, but that's the nicest thing to hear. Like one guy replied to me, mate, I wasn't always happy with your opinions, but in the end you were always right. And I have grown so much, and that gives you such an incredible feeling. I had actually one time I was in Ibiza, in Amnesia, with a friend of mine. I call him a friend. He was following the course, and Sidney Charles played his track. In
His
Amnesia.
track?
Yeah, and
From your course?
and it was a bit.
Damn.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
Crazy.
And also another guy, he actually, I put Ableton on his laptop a year and a half ago, and he's now gigging. He's making garage tracks. I play his tracks. I play his tracks at Shelter Amsterdam, and he started. Yeah, so that it's such a nice feeling, man. And I like it more than online, just face to face.
Face-to-face is better.
They were all Dutch as well, so it was my own language. I could do it in English, no problem. But it's such a vibe, man.
Yeah.
Like it was literally a gathering on Tuesdays. Like everyone had a weekend or a show, or I had a crazy weekend with touring. And then you just come together and first have a smoke and have a chat, and then we're just gonna make beats and talk about music. And I actually started a few tracks during those classes as well, you know.
So how would you guys describe kind of like the scene or the audiences that you guys have? Like you said, you can go more commercial and you can go more underground, right? So how would you kind of describe the audiences?
Different, because I think the the sweet spot that I have now is like sometimes I have more underground gigs like with other audience, and sometimes the bigger stages with like where I play the more mainstream stuff, you know.
And you like this spot, right?
Yeah, like
You like to be in
I
those
like
two.
my music, but what I feel about my music and my goal is that it can be played on every dance floor.
Yeah, but
So on the main stage, but also in the bread at Stepfan.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's actually a thing I think that you are really good in, man. He
Yeah.
really, yeah, no, I said like he really got that sweet spot with his music. That's like really credible, also really easily listening to other people who are not like really. Hey, you also have you always have people who come to a party and they don't really know where they're going to. So, but they just want to check it out.
yeah.
And if you're gonna play like really breaky, crazy underground stuff, they apparently won't like it.
That's what happens here in Bali a lot, because like that's what we notice with the parties. With the parties that we throw, like you kind of have to please people a little bit because you have a lot of like random people coming into.
Yeah, but that's it in Bali. Yeah, it's a place where people go on holiday, or traveling or backpacking. So you have a lot of different type of people
Crazy.
on
different-
one place.
and they can swap to a venue in like a minute.
Yeah, because there's so
minute.
many stuff going on.
Right next to each
So
other.
they're like, oh, if people are not shaking their ass, oh, we go we go there.
That's
So, but that's why it's really important to create your community thing. But you already have, I noticed.
You also think, okay, am I just gonna play 100% my own thing, or
or
Yeah,
maybe-
more
yeah,
middle
yeah.
way, you know, just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
more easygoing stuff?
Yeah.
And we started, and like after 4 or 5 tracks, you know it, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you know when they're like,
You know how the night is gonna be.
we
You
just
know, you feel it.
100% their own thing.
Yeah.
No, it was so
that
natural and
made
organic.
sense. Yeah.
It was super organic. Like what we saw on Saturday, like we felt like accomplished. We were like, okay, this was a
Yeah,
good
me
night.
too. I
Good
woke up, I was
vibe.
like, okay, this is good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
that feeling, right? Okay, like happy, like full down. How do you say it?
Leger. Leger. Leger.
Lejar.
Leger.
But how do you guys define a good party?
Pooh, that's a good one, man.
Sound system.
Sound
It's a must.
system.
Sound system is a must.
The
I mean, the sound
minimum.
is also really important, and the people, not too much phones going on. Like,
Yeah.
I play a lot also in England, and I love it. I love the crowd as well because, like, some people are really hating on the phones, you know, really. But for me, sometimes like when I played in the UK and there was like a lot of phones in the air, those guys are dedicated as fuck to the scene. They know every single unreleased track. They are really digging in the sets, like, and I appreciate that so much that I
the
sometimes
audience, yeah.
rather have that audience that are there because of they love it.
Yeah.
And yeah, they are with the phone in their hand, but they love where they are.
They're singing every
And,
melody, every bass line.
I'd
yeah.
rather have
Yeah,
that
crazy.
than like people. Sometimes in Netherlands, you also have a few parties. I'm not gonna name anything, but people were standing with the back to the DJ. You know,
Oh, like a backstage.
like, oh, look at me at the
Yeah,
party
that's
with
the
with their
worst thing, yeah.
with the sunglasses on. Like they're there
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
for the girls and to look cool, and maybe you do take a pill or something. But
Yeah.
but they're not for the music there,
music, yeah.
and you can really see the vibe, and that's what I really find. Like, of course, like people don't have to go out for the DJ for the music, but also not for themselves or like. You can also do that anywhere else, you know. And I
Yeah,
think the
yeah.
house parties are, it's so nice if everyone is there like for one thing only, and then.
I really don't need a sold out party. If there's only 100 people and all 100 are there for the music,
Yeah.
and then that's enough.
Yeah.
That's sometimes better than the thousands of
That's
people.
better.
That's sometimes better than thousands of people who
And if you see
who
a
are just
smile
kind of there.
dancing, that's for me the most
Since
important.
everything is getting super expensive in the world and all that, so promoters feels like, well, I have to have a sold out party every time, and I think that's killing the cool thing about our scene.
It is, especially in Ibiza, man.
Yeah,
It's becoming very like business oriented. Yeah.
Yeah, because imagine you're a student, like you pay 25 pounds or euro to a drink, no, so for a ticket, and you pay minimum 50 for like 4 or 5 drinks.
Yeah.
So it's like really expensive. It's getting so expensive for promoter side as well, and for
Like having a good time becomes.
In the Netherlands, the tickets are for like 70, 80
70, 80 something.
starting price, and they like afterwards when it's sold out.
It's sold out in like a day, right? Yeah.
Parties are reselling it for like sometimes double amounts. And like, how do you pay it? Like if you, what you said, if you're a student,
If you're a
then-
student and if you want to party, you have to, I don't know, you have to sacrifice other stuff, and you shouldn't.
you cannot go every weekend. It's
Yeah.
like you have to pick your battles.
Yeah, that's a big dilemma right now. A lot of parties happening, but as you said, I would rather to have hundreds like good people versus
Yeah.
500 mediocre people. But from a promoter perspective, of course,
Yeah, like the
like,
profitable
yeah,
way,
exactly.
yeah.
So it's a big.
There's a
dilemma.
balance, you know.
Yeah, there should be a balance.
There's a balance
spot,
between it
yeah.
all.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
just like,
And I think we're kind of aligned with what you guys like. Obviously, like we love the underground and we really love, but it's like there's something about like being able to adapt to like the bigger crowds and everything and play something
Also
that
have to make profit at the end.
exactly.
To keep your business.
To
alive.
live.
Those parties.
exactly.
At the end of the day, it has to be sustainable. Like
Yeah.
the music
It's like
thing.
But that's like DJing as well. I talked to Michel de Heij. Oh, I don't think you know. He's like a Dutch legend, and he said to me, like 7 out of the 10 shows are okay. 2 out of the 10 are like fucking insane, and 1 is like the crazy, you know.
Crazy, you mean like good?
Yeah, you can't always have the perfect setting. No,
And as a DJ,
and if it's always perfect, it's not perfect anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
like if you are peaking all the time, that's no fun anymore as well.
and as a DJ, you always want to have the best party, but
Yeah.
you have to adapt your mentality. It's like I have to do the best for the things that I have in front of me,
Yeah.
and then.
I think we'd love to hear more about touring life as well. What is that like, especially in Europe, because you can fly easily or train or whatever. Like you play pretty much every week, there.
Yeah.
Or how is it like there? How is touring life?
And maybe Job can say something about that.
Well,
You just got a new residency too, right?
yeah, at Cliffhouse, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Dutch party where we align in what we expect in the set and sound-wise, and gives me also space to do cool back-to-backs. And so yeah, we partnered up for 2025. So
How many shows there?
I think 4 or 5 maybe.
Damn.
And starting off at Paradiso, it's like an iconic venue in Amsterdam.
Really good venue.
Like all the A stars have played there. It's sick.
That's sick.
He just traveled back in time when he said that.
I really went back to
Really good
myself.
video. Yeah, right.
8-9 years
Whoa.
ago, like good times, man. Good times.
But yeah, touring, yeah, I like the European stuff. I don't think it's heavy. I don't know. It's my opinion. You just sit in the plane and wait
Or
until you're there.
train.
So
Yeah.
it's up to you how you like fill in that time, or you sleep, or you work. Like it's a daytime flight. Yeah, just grab your laptop. Is it nighttime? Just sleep. But what we had Dublin 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, for New Year's, right?
well, that was
Hectic.
So we were like
5 minutes before the show, we
like
arrived.
from the airport straight. So I always need like half an hour to land on the event.
Decompress.
send to promoters, we have a little
Yeah, chill a bit, yeah.
drink, and then
That even affects how you play if you like just got there.
Well, actually, we had a fuck 6 set. Though.
yeah,
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
all-
boys.
But I had that week was touring wise was for me was crazy because I had like 5 countries in 1 week with Christmas and New Year's going on, and for me to be honest, like it's really tiring, especially when you have like early flights. So yeah, after the gig, 2 hours sleep and then a flight, that kills you. But it's also because I'm still a party guy and I like to drink and I like to party with the promoters. Yeah, people book you and they want to have a party and I like
good time, man.
like I started this because I went to parties. You know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, this is something I need to work on. If you want to have a sustainable career, of course. But also, yeah, I'm 27. You know, like you're gonna have a beer or something.
Yeah.
when you're 37, you still can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not as much. Not as much.
Our
Pick your
podcast.
battles, I would say. You know, pick your battles.
Of
Like have
course,
two
of course.
times a month that you really like have a ball and.
Be picky about it.
Yeah, but you're picky about it, yeah. But I talk all we have pretty good coaches, I wouldn't say so, but at our agency, our agents are nice, calling
like
us
a really well-connected
Prunk.
group of-
Prunk, yeah.
Prunk, he calls me now and then.
If I'm not wrong, he's also Indonesian too, a bit.
Yeah,
right?
he is, man, and he is sober for 3 years.
3-4 years. Yeah.
And he used to party as well a lot, but
yeah,
now
of
he
course.
just decided like quit alcohol, and I think this is something I want to do in the future as well. Not yet though.
Yeah.
Speaking of the agency, for the people who might like watch this to see like how can I get into that team? Like what was the process for
True, yeah.
like let's say you're upcoming like you just getting good, you're just getting big, and how do you kind of like how did you guys get into that like kind of like your agency with people agency?
It started with me as well.
Yeah.
With Frank. He supported me like really early. We had just had a good match, like personal-wise too, and then he invited me for coffee with Sharif, is then our booker, one of the main bookers. And that happened like really soon already with me. I'm already for 3 years there now.
3 years with people.
3 years.
I was 22. when I joined
Damn.
People's, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's a really big accomplishment.
And then we just have a good connection. Also we like amongst the people who are like the artists there. And also with Dennis Quinn, it's also like we speak a lot to each other and
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
help each other and
They are really helping us out. Like Dennis is he's 48, 47.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's really experienced guy. He knows what's going on. When we have an issue or something, we can always call him.
Stuff,
And just for free, he actually wants to start a management kind of thing. I think Dennis.
music-wise,
Yeah, but that really helped us.
That's a big accelerator, like
Yeah.
imagine being able to tour the world like without having that's what all DJs want at the end of the day. That's kind of you have to have it.
So Prunk, helped a lot. So taking
Yeah,
him as a
Frank in the
wing.
beginning helped a lot,
He's a good guy, yeah.
And but also my agent Sharif helped a lot. And I am a resident for EastEnders.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
talk about that.
We're big fans too. We're big fans
Yeah,
too.
of course.
Big labels like DIV, EastEnders. How would you say that? Does it affect your
And
in the industry?
I actually think that East End Ups, he made my career. Like he was the guy who made me like pop in England.
Yeah.
Of course, it was a track I made that popped, but he.
You still need the platform.
Yeah, you still need a
Yeah.
platform, and you still and I remember it as the day of yesterday. It was New Year's Day, man. New Year's Day, and I got 2 calls, one from Frank and one from Eastern Dubs, just behind each other. It was such a coincidence. Like Eastern Dubs called me. He said, "Mate, I love this track. We're gonna release with you, and I want to have you for 2 years, like as a resident kind of thing. Some exclusivity in London, and then he promised me 8 shows a year, but he gave me 14 in the end.
Almost double.
So that and that was the I really like that, man. If people tell you something, what are you doing?
You're just like you say almost double, but it's
And then I was like,
Okay.
yeah, keep going. Sorry. Go.
But
Damn, that's sick.
yeah, I like it when people just say something and they then
Make the promise.
make that promise and then even
And he over-delivered.
And
even.
Itek is is his friend, is the owner of EastEnders, and Fatih, that is EastEnders is a real name, but he's also helping me out with like management light, management kind of things, and
So you learn a lot from these guys.
I owe a lot of them, yeah. And I see them now as family. Like I've been playing 2 years, they're
Yeah.
friends. Like always good times. I was with them New Year's Eve in Barcelona. We had the best time, and it's always good party. Yeah.
Damn, that's sick.
What about you, Jong? What was who was your biggest, like you say, impact to your
I think Enzo did a lot for me, and Sahuzar.
Oh, really?
really?
Damn, big boss.
My tracks, and I did the Locust EP, and he also really helped me out,
Yeah.
as well as Prunk did. I think he's always also for me like someone I look up to, like the end goal, like what he's doing with views, and
Damn.
it really inspires me. Yeah,
Really big platform.
Our podcast producer Dipta had a good question for you guys. He really wanted to know what it's been like being in Indonesia and how the crowd was different to your usual crowds. Like, what was special and unique about our event here?
I think the crowd here was really versatile. Do you say versatile?
Versatile, yeah.
Yeah, and you can also see here that people are happy. More,
I'd say the same. Yeah.
Because this island, hard to be said here. So and you could really see that of everyone's faces. Everyone was like on his best, or like living the dream here in Bali.
Smiling.
And there was this guy. Do you know this guy? He from
American guy.
Yeah, San Francisco. He was. He's a tall guy.
With the head. Like the bucket head.
You don't know him, but he was
What a
like,
legend.
yeah, like all the time, like really like his face, you know, like
Oh, the really tall guy that was like hugging the
tall guy.
pole
We mixed
the
it.
whole time. Yeah. And he was there from the beginning, man. He was there from like 7 p.m. Like 7:30.
He's the reason we do the I think to get a connection with someone in the crowd there, and we had a chat with him later as well, and. Yeah, the crowd was really nice,
Satisfying
man.
feeling when you see that, you know.
And also we heard a lot of people like the day after like came to us like I've been going to Savaya and it was not what we expected and a bit too commercial and this was the sickest party of the past 3 months.
See now you really have.
Now he's gonna cry.
I always, when I start my set, I always try to find someone where you have like that eye contact.
Yeah, connect.
Connect.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of DJs, they just focus on the gear. You know, that's I think what I notice a lot. Like people just don't focus on people when they play. They just focus
Like no
on
interaction.
Yeah, no interaction, which is really important when you're a DJ.
Yeah.
I think it's like 90% that I would
it's
even
more
say.
important.
It's like,
And I think if you like, when we play back to back, we really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And if you show that, I think
shows
it
up.
also works.
That's also really nice about playing back to back. Because when you're by yourself, you're also
Busier.
grooving by yourself, but you're a bit busier. But together, you're like, whoa, this tune is great, you know. And then people see that and they go on with it.
yeah,
So,
you sometimes want to impress like the person you're like playing with as
Yeah,
well.
also,
You're, like,
yeah,
you want
yeah.
them to go like, damn, what did
But
you
we
just
played
play?
we played a lot now together, so we kind of know what we're gonna do.
Funny thing is, we never prepared something before.
No.
With our back to back.
No.
That's
No.
amazing.
Even like last night, I was supposed to play alone.
Yeah.
And I just saw Prince and I was like, bro, let's just play together.
Yeah.
It's more fun. Come on.
But we haven't talked about this, but how did you guys?
Oh yeah.
We missed that part.
Oh wait, sorry.
It's your story.
Yeah,
You wanna ask again? Ask again?
Ask it.
It's a funny story.
Yeah, say.
How did you guys know each other? We missed this part in the beginning.
Yeah, well, we found each other on Instagram, on social media, and we were just making video. I think it's 6 years ago. We just started producing. So when you always make like bedroom videos,
of course.
stories of I made a new beat. It's fucking sick.
Things coming.
Yeah, big
Yeah, big things coming.
This is gonna be my year.
And then we got
2016.
I think. What did you say? Where did you get
I
the?
think you
I
replied,
like this bass lines. I said, how do you get that bass sounds?
In English.
In English.
Oh yeah.
And mine is Jamback, and he thought I was English as well. So we talked for maybe 15 minutes in English. But I actually already knew, like Job de Jong.
Oh yeah.
So I knew, and then I was like, lekker maat.
Oh, he's also Dutch. And he said, oh, I live in Rotterdam. It was like a 30-minute drive.
And this is how many years ago?
6.
Six.
You guys basically started on the same year.
On the same
like
time,
producing.
yeah.
I think we like the most things we do together now. We like
Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah.
we share this journey together.
Yeah,
that's really
that's
fun.
cool, man. Really nice.
But you also have your own individual journey as well. So that's that's really cool.
Yeah, it's a
We
balance,
actually
perfect balance.
That's friends too now.
Yeah, that especially this year.
It's a good year for
I
us.
see him more than.
When was the moment when you were like, I think I can start playing a lot of my tracks more in my sets and everything,
Oh, that's a really good question.
right? Like, what was the turning point when?
At first, I always needed like the confirmation when someone big played it. I was like, oh, it is really good. Or
Ah,
I
okay,
was
yeah.
like insecure about it, but I do now test it just my own. Like the first play, and now I want to have it myself. Depends on the gig, but like after 2 or 3 times, you can see, okay, this one works or it doesn't, or it needs something, or.
But when did it happen? You asked?
Yeah, so like when you start producing and when you start
I
DJing.
think from the start, man. It was, for me, it was, when I started producing, it went quite quick, because I was already like a songwriter. So I played in bands, I wrote a lot of songs with bands. So that for me was, I think it's two separate things, you know, like writing a song or producing a track.
Yeah, totally different.
It's a bit different. So when I started in Reaper. Do you know Reaper?
Yeah.
Old school.
Yeah, free. It's free.
Yeah, it's free. It's not free anymore.
Not anymore. True.
But yeah, I had that because I was always recording guitars. So I had already a little studio, and I used Reaper to record guitars for. I was working with a rapper on a hip hop project.
Yeah.
And then after Ibiza, I just decided let's make house music. And then I remember my very first tune I finished in Reaper. I released it under the name Jamback, but then with a space in between. So Jam space back. And the track is shit. I played guitar in it though. It was a track, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just searched up a lot of demo emails from like tons of labels, and then I just sent it to like.
Which label did it get released?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's from South America. Shit. So yeah, someone replied like, "I want to release it." I said, "Okay."
Yeah, take it, please.
My very first track I released, man. I was just
Under the name Jamback?
yeah, Jam Space Back. I think it's still online. Don't search it up though.
Well, what was your artist name back then? So it's
Yeah,
Jamback.
Jam space
It
back.
was then Jam Space Back. So
But literally Jam space back.
The title of the track?
no. The title of the track, I don't know.
That's so longer.
I don't know, but I think that's a nice thing about myself. If I look at myself, I'm sometimes a guy who just does. So and don't think too much about it. And then in the end, I became a guy who actually thinks too much now about it. But then I learned so much. Like just do it in the beginning.
Yeah, break the egg.
Yeah, and then it was really shit. Didn't make.
Started.
But yeah, you started,
Yeah.
and then you do it again. And then also with agency, I had an agency with Airtime Records.
Yeah.
Because we got a question to play in Malta, and we were like, oh shit, Malta, we need actually someone who can. Fix everything, the deal and the hotel and the flights. And then we've, me and my friend Jesse Jacob, do you know Jesse Jacob? No. We were like, oh yeah, let's just start an agency, and we made up Olivia.
Olivia.
And it was just us.
Yeah.
Olivia from Airtime Records was doing our bookings, but that was just us. And then we started the agency. We quit it now because we don't have time anymore. But yeah, we done it now, and we learned so much from it. So I think it's really important sometimes to don't think.
Also part of the journey.
Yeah, don't think too
man.
much and make mistakes and do
try.
shit stuff.
You'll learn like the outcome will be so much different than what you expect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll hear more guitar in your releases?
No.
No, you're done.
No.
That was short and clear answer.
Alright, let me.
No. I do use it sometimes for like pads and stuff. Yeah. So you have like guitar rig on.
Yeah, guitar rig. Yeah,
It's
that's a
like
good
this
one.
crazy presets that you make
Really good,
guitar,
cool effects.
And but I sometimes write my bass lines on the guitar, so I just jam and then.
Yeah, sometimes, and then pitch 12, minus 12.
No, I just then I then just remake it in MIDI. But the melody
I see.
But I try a bit. My piano skills are getting better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So let's talk about like what's next for you guys, like for this year,
how's the
for
future
next
coming
year. What do you guys have going on for you guys?
Like release-wise?
Release, touring, everything.
Life, personal goals.
Personal goals.
Fitness
Yeah.
goals.
Yeah, do more sports.
Yeah.
But
Your life motto. Whatever you name it.
no, release-wise, I just released Move. That was quite a big release for me. And my next one is on Content Sounds. You know it?
Content Sounds, yeah.
Birdski's label.
Yeah.
We have a new sub-label, which is not online yet, but that's in Feb coming. And then April I have Slaps EP coming. That's from the Dungeon Meat guys.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that one. And for Content Sound too. and still planning the rest of my year. I've got some track ready and seeing which label fits.
And then gig schedule wise?
So to cut you off, so basically, do you make, like you don't make tunes for the labels, you make tunes for you and then you choose label, like who to work
I always
right?
try to first make the music
And then send it to label.
sometimes it just happens like naturally. You're starting playing it a lot and then sometimes it ends up
With them.
using it there.
Yeah.
Because that's the question that I always have in my mind. I'm like, do you make music for labels or you make music
That's
for
also the hard part, I think, when you like confirm an A side and you still need 3 other tracks.
3 other tracks?
Then it's in your mind.
It's in your mind because like it has to
That
be
can really
fitting
block
the-
you, yeah.
Yeah, it really blocks you.
But yeah,
Because you're like, oh, where is this gonna end up and da 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 da, right?
I try not to think too much about that.
And gig schedule wise, do you know what you're doing for the rest of the year?
Yeah, it's filling up nicely now, yeah.
Yeah?
It's the rest of the year. I don't know it by head, but really cool stuff coming
Good.
up. And,
Yeah, I know it a little bit. So I've got in February when I come back from Bali, I play extended in Lo-Fi. Lo-Fi is a really sick venue in Amsterdam. Closing the second room. How does the room called? Color Floor, yeah. So I'm really excited for that. Then I have a show with Marcelo in England, and then I fly with Prunk to South America. And I'm gonna do like a little South America tour, Chile, Peru, and Brazil.
Nice.
So that's my next month, yeah. And then in April, March looking also really nice. And then in April, I've got like one weekend that I'm really looking forward to. It's Easter weekend. It's always really sick weekend. Also in the Netherlands, like during Easter, we always have the Mondays off.
So Sunday parties,
the Slepathon.
we'll always be there.
Yeah, we'll always be there. But now I have 4 shows in the UK.
Oh,
So like Friday Newcastle, Saturday Manchester, and then Sunday London and Leeds, and also like crazy venues. So I'm like and big parties.
Okay, tour.
Yeah,
UK
the
tour,
weekend
yeah.
tour. Yeah, really looking forward to that.
Damn. And then release, are you able to talk about anything?
Yes, so I have a Hot Creations release the 14th of February, so
Valentine's Day.
Yeah. And that's a bit more commercial stuff though for my I think actually the A side is pretty rolling, like a proper rolling track, and with some more vocals, a bit more techy, a bit more for everyone, I think.
Yeah.
So Jamie Jones, of course, he's a legend.
Legend.
So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm working on a Bandcamp page.
Oh yeah.
So I have a lot of tracks I want to share, but not sure where or how. And I'm starting a new brand. And maybe it's a start of something bigger, but first it's gonna be just the Bandcamp page.
And you just put out the EEE thing as well.
Oh yeah! Oh, I forgot about that, man.
Yeah.
So, but actually, that's a white label.
Like unknown artists.
Yeah, but it's pretty obvious now. So
Everyone's tagging you for it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's releasing at the end of this month.
On vinyl as well, right?
Vinyl only. Yeah. So you can
have a couple of the
pre-order it at or dex.da. I don't know where you get your vinyls from. But
Yeah, there are record store here. They always have the EEE.
Oh really?
I bought like 2 or 3 from there.
The one that you were gonna take.
EastEnders.
I already had the one, number
which one?
14, I think.
You know the sample?
Everybody Dance.
Oh.
Do you know that one?
Yes.
Yeah, but
After that,
that's mine as well.
Oh, sick.
Would you guys be down to have your own label
Of course, in the future,
Thinking
yeah.
about it already, but
together?
Would you rather label or event series?
labels.
Labels?
Label. Yeah.
I actually did events already.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talk about that.
With Airtime Records.
Yes.
It was really nice. But for now, it was also really stressful.
It's stressful.
So
We know it's stressful, man.
Experience. I didn't have a white hair. I had 2. I just saw on the mirror. I got like 2 white hair. So it's really stressful.
for every event.
Yeah, 1 for every event. I get 1 for every event. Hopefully, it won't do more than 20 a year then.
But if it wasn't
It's actually people,
So, yeah.
girls find it sexy, yeah? A bit of
The white hair, yeah.
Or why?
Silver
But
fox.
it makes you feel weird.
Really?
I mean,
You don't like it?
no, you're just getting old, you know?
We all get old.
We all get old. Don't say age is just a number.
Oh, I'm still 27, so I hope that I make it, man.
Yeah, no, we're all good.
We have
Knock on
27
wood.
club.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Knock on wood.
You're knocking on the honey? What is that?
That's
This
a
is
wood.
easier, bro.
So how long are we in?
Yeah, how long has it been? I think we can wrap it up
Yeah,
now.
we can wrap it up.
What a legend.
Wait, I want to capture that.
Yeah, wait, do you have your
I don't
phone?
have my phone in, man.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Wait, to sit. All right, any last things you guys want to say? Any last questions for them?
I want to say a big thank you,
Dude,
because
seriously.
we had the best time.
Pleasure to meet you
Oh
guys.
my
But
God.
not like the event was so good, but also all the chats and the dinners and
The shenanigans.
I think we have three new friends.
it was not a
Yeah, of
joke. It was
course,
a little
man.
joke like that you guys are the nicest guys I've met this year, but you're in my heart.
Yeah, in 2025. It's been how many days? 13 days. Let's try to make it last a little longer.
No, but I think we will always remember this, and we'll definitely
Yeah,
come
of
back.
course.
We will see each other.
And you're always welcome. Like, we would love to have you guys back. And the venue and our team, like, you should have seen him jamming the whole time. He said he was working the camera and he's like, fuck, I want to put the camera down. I want to dance. He literally said that to me. He's like, he put the, you can't do it. He's like, no, I'm putting the camera down. I want to dance.
Nice. No, thank you, man.
Even the managers here, they're like, oh my God, these guys are amazing.
Yeah, these guys are so
the
sick.
event stuff and all that. They
Like,
really
please bring them
People
back.
here are so nice.
Yeah, everyone.
Of course, man.
Can't say thank
It
you
was so
enough.
nice to have you guys.
Dude,
Any
a pleasure.
last questions you guys have? Or you have any questions?
Where to find you guys on any socials or anything?
Just Job de Jong.
The young.
Jamback.
We'll add all those
We'll put it
socials
here.
in the caption.
Yeah, we're here.
Description.
Check out the latest single, Move, and the EP on Piff Limited. But it's only vinyl only as well, right?
That move is the single, the A1 we released digital.
Yeah.
The full EP, like the full
Vinyl.
tracks is final one.
Yeah, it's only like a snippet online. And then for you, unknown artist.
Sold out already.
Unknown
Yeah,
artist.
the EU.
Known artist.
Yeah, now it's unknown.
Known artist. Known.
Oh, then keep an eye on it for February, and the record breaking one is also coming. So this year is gonna be full of new music.
Big things coming up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Things coming. You
Big things
Finally, we can say
coming.
Big things coming up.
Hell yeah.
Ja, nou, terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
How do you say thank you in Holland?
Dankjewel.
Dikke lol.
Ja, dikke lul.
Legend. 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 All right, is that a wrap, Dipta? Woohoo! First episode.